But Coffee Dude 65 talked about and this is my next topic, and I'm going to wind it up. But this stuff with the Democrats all going their own way and this infighting, it is very worrisome. You know, I mean, we could be blowing a really, really good chance. I mean, gosh, it's do or die. Get a Dem in the White House. Look, I'm not some like loyal Dem like lockstep. I'm registered Green Party, okay? The Democrats are not radical enough for me. And I know what Ralph Nader said, that both parties are too alike, and they've got like, you know, big businesses in their back pocket and all that. But still, if my voice goes high, but still, there is some differences between the two parties. And you can see how things play out, is that the Republicans tend to be more conservative, and once they get behind somebody, they all fall in, they walk lockstep. Even if they're holding their noses, they're going to get behind McCain. Whereas the Democrats is like somebody once said, and I used this quote earlier before, it's like herding cats. Or as Will Rogers once said, I do not belong to any organized party. I am a Democrat. Okay? And those are differences. Just even if, if it's that one little difference between somebody that thinks like a liberal and somebody that thinks like a conservative. All right? And there's all like gradients in between. But I'm probably never going to do this video. I've talked about it to friends and stuff, but there was this wonderful story in the New York Times that talks about how our sense of morality is a product of evolution. And there's even a test on the internet that you can take that grades you or assesses your type of morality. And a liberal, let's start with a conservative. These different categories of morality, a conservative, a truly conservative person scores high in each one of these categories. Okay? Different categories of morality. The reason why I haven't done this video is I really have to do my studying so it comes out right, and I've just been lazy and distracted. But the gist of it is that altruism, the notion of the golden rule, do unto others as you would have them do unto you, is almost wired in us. It's almost a thing that was put into us by evolution. And I know some of you on the right don't believe in evolution. You don't like science. In fact, scientists had to have a meeting to propose an idea of a Bill of Rights for scientists, because the Bush administration has been so anti-science. They've gone through papers that scientists have published on global warming and edited out parts that they didn't like. And these aren't scientists. These are politicians. These are pencil pushers that did that. That's just wrong. Okay? And so, you know what? Bullshit. Bullshit if you don't believe in evolution. Now, whether there's a God behind it or not, I would say there might be a God behind how evolution works. I'm not against that notion. But when you start saying that the Earth is only 6,000 years old or some nonsense like that, just get the hell out of here, Anyway, about the notion, even if you look at small children, even before you might say that morality is a product of society, but even before society has had the ability to make imprints on these very, very young children, they still know the difference between a bully and a victim. They know the difference between right and wrong. They see it from a very, very early age, even before they've developed the ability to lie. Very young children just assume that you can read their minds. They think that you know what's in their mind, and they can't really construct a lie. So, the difference between liberals and conservatives comes down to one area of morality. And this is it, if I remember correctly. That a liberal tends to believe in more freedom of the individual. And it has to do with the live and let live principle. The idea that if your neighbor is doing something that you feel is repugnant, but it's not affecting you and it's not hurting anybody, you know what? That's their business. If they want to engage in some weird type of sex that I don't approve of, that's their business. Just don't put it in my face. I'm okay with that. That is a liberal point of view. So in that case, liberals are not strictly moral in every category. Whereas the conservative would say, I don't care whether I know they're doing it or not. There needs to be a law against it. And in fact, maybe we should send somebody over there and raid their house and run them out into the street. No, I don't know. I'm going a little bit extreme, but it has to do with that. That's why liberals tend to be the artists, the thinkers, the creative types that live in our society. And you may not call yourself a liberal. You may not really like that label. But the idea that you're questioning authority, when you see that bumper sticker that says question authority, I'm willing to say that's a liberal, because a conservative doesn't question authority. They like authority. Authoritarians, the idea they feel comfortable knowing that somebody's in charge. Whereas people like me hate the idea that somebody's in charge. And there's all different grades of that sort of thinking. What was my point? My point is that if the Democrats are not organized or they're fighting amongst themselves, that's the beauty of being a Democrat. I hope the party doesn't tear itself apart. I hope we can get behind somebody and put them in the White House. And that the other people that are sitting on the fence, that call themselves liberals, call themselves conservatives, will realize that we don't want more of the same. McCain, I don't hate the guy, but it's going to be more of that same pro-war nonsense, you know? And as I said on somebody's page, if somebody wants to go to war, we need to question them. We need to doubt them. We need to interrogate them till they bleed out their ears, until we know that they're speaking the truth. Because I'm not saying there's no such thing as an unjust war. There are reasons for us to go to war. There are reasons for me as a kid on the playground to stand up to a bully and take a beating or try to kick his ass, you know? And even as an adult, you know, I'm not a fighter, but sometimes I get pissed off enough where I'm in somebody's face. It'll happen again, and it has happened. It's amazing I'm still alive. So anyway, I don't know where I'm going with this, but I'm just saying, let's hope the Dems pull it off. Let's get a Democrat in the White House. We don't want more of the same, do we? All right? So this is Citizen Kong. Hope you have all a good week, and I'll try to post as much of this tonight. But you might be watching this on a Wednesday. Who knows? All right, cheers.